Hey everybody, I'm here with Joe from NASA Tech Briefs, and Joe's going to tell us a little bit about who he is and what NASA Tech Briefs does, and kind of explain to our watchers at home what's going on with NASA Tech Briefs in the Create the Future Design Contest.
Thanks. I'm Joe Pramberger. I'm president of Tech Briefs Media Group. We publish a number of magazines that serve the design engineering community. The largest of those, and what we've been publishing for most years, is called NASA Tech Briefs.
Okay.
NASA Tech Briefs is the largest circulation design engineering magazine in the world. About 400,000 monthly readers of the publication. And when you talk about web and use of our newsletters and websites, the actual audience is well over 600,000.
Great.
So our readers cover a diverse range of industries and interests, but they have a common denominator. The common denominator is they come to us looking for solutions to problems they have in their designs.
Great.
And that has led us to, a few years ago, to develop a contest that gives these engineers input or the ability to share their ideas.
And can you tell us a little bit about the contest, how it's run, the submissions and things like that?
Sure. So the Create the Future Design Contest, which started with an idea in 2002 to, as we talked about, give voice to design engineers, to give them a voice, share their ideas. It works that you can submit by various categories.
Okay.
So it's not just one narrow area, but you have everything from medical to sustainable and green technologies to transportation, is a major category, and consumer products, which covers a wide range of areas. And the idea is that you submit an abstract, an illustration, an idea that you have that could solve a real-world problem. So
it kind of sounds a little like an innovation jamboree almost, where people can kind of get together and say, hey, this is how I thought about fixing this problem, and people can vote on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, we have on the website, you can even vote on entries and comment on
great.
entries. So engineers share their ideas and say, I think this would work better if you did this, or I've already seen something like this already. Did you consider doing this? And so there is that collaborative element to it. And this year, for the first time, PTC is a sponsor of the event, along with Comsol and two leading software companies. And this year, for the first time, we've opened up the contest to collaborative designs.
Great.
And so if you have a team at a company or a university, international, there's a big international element to this.
Great.
You can submit a team entry in addition to doing an individual entry to the contest.
And Joe, where can people find NASA Tech Briefs in the Create the Future contest online to get more information?
The Create the Future contest website is www.createthefuture2010.com.
Okay.
And if they're interested in NASA Tech Briefs or Tech Briefs products, subscribe to the magazine online free of charge. That website is techbriefs.com. Very simple.
Great.
I should mention that the contest prizes carries a top prize of $20,000.
Wow, that's great.
In addition to a slew of other things, but the most important thing perhaps is the global recognition.
Recognition, pride, things like that.
There's over 140 countries that come to the website, and these are senior designers, senior executives who are seeing these ideas. And hopefully, one of the offshoots of this is to help take these ideas to market.
That's great.
Last year's winner, for example, was a CPR device that makes it easy for anyone to perform CPR. Well, that company was, a gentleman had an idea, submitted to the contest, and now he's got venture capital funding. He's taken it along where it's in clinical trials, and he's working with St. Jude's Hospital or several hospitals.
Great.
In implementing this, and there's a perfect example of what the contest is meant to do. Take it from idea to the design, from the design stage to production.
That's great. Joe, thanks very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Great.